Hello everyone, this is Javamonk, and welcome to episode 47 of my survival series. Is it 47 already? Yikes. Very, very close to episode 50, the 1 year special. So, last episode we built this, which is a bulk crafting system for gold nuggets, gold ingots. It's super awesome. I wish I actually had some gold nuggets to show you what it did, because I already recrafted it all. But basically, you take shulker boxes from the hyper-efficient gold farm, put them all onto these hoppers for the droppers, and then stand right here, turn on the system, and it will... Let me show you. So it is incredibly loud, but you just stand here and you craft a whole bunch of stuff. Once your inventory gets full or you can't craft anymore, you just put all your stuff into the shulker box, and the shulker box is automatically popped off once it's full. So yeah, this was quite a productive crafting session, and all the shulker boxes, they come from that shulker box crafting shulker box autofiller way up there. So the first thing I'd like to do, mini project for this episode, is to put in a system where I can just put in shulker boxes down here, and they automatically go up and refill the shulker box filler up there, because flying up back and forth was a lot of work that I don't want to do ever again. So let's just pull out all we really need is a one dropper. Here we go. And then we just need a bunch of blocks to bring the item all the way up there. Okay. Gee, I have all this gold that I've crafted up. What will I ever do with it all? Maybe build a giant column of gold to bring the shulker boxes up to the hoppers up there. Let's actually try to line up this dropper so that I don't have to use too many hoppers. Okay, I think about... how about there? That'll do. So now all we have to do is put in a little... basically surround the dropper with gold in a giant gold tube going all the way up to the shulker box loading system. So that's about 100 blocks to travel. Not too big of a deal, especially since it's quite literally going up to a gold farm. So getting extra gold for this should be absolutely no problem. Alright, this is the last pillar for the dropper elevator. So nice and easy, just pillaring is much, much easier to do and much faster to do when you have jump boost, especially jump boost 2. Okay, almost there. Almost to the top. Yep, told you I'm almost to the top. Probably only going to need a little bit more. And then all we have to do is connect up these hoppers. I already put a couple extra over the ones in the chest here, which are almost completely full. And pop, done. Okay, now I just gotta put a little encasement so that no items try to escape. And in fact, let's also put a little cap on this so that no rogue pigman decides to spawn. Speaking of pigmen, I should probably put slabs on top so really nothing tries to spawn here. Here we go. And while we're at it, we can also put in a system to automatically dispense the items. So let's first spawn proof that little platform. Here we go. Wow. Oh man, that was almost perfect there. Perfect measurement. Here we go. Okay, I'll get this eventually. I made it eventually. Okay, now let's just spawn proof this. There we go. This is really just cleanup from last episode. Some things that I didn't get around to doing because I ran out of time. So let's now put in a system to automatically dispense the items that come through this dropper here. So this will just be a average Joe, nice and standard That's a standard dispensing circuit. I've built this before, and it is amazing. Let's see. That repeater can go there. Okay. And I think I got it. Maybe? Probably not. Uh, hmm. How in the world do you build these things again? Yeah, that is definitely not how you build that. Oh, now I remember. Okay. Brain fart. Here we go. Now I remember how to build this. It's like this. There we go. Okay, sweet. And nothing went up because the items had an escape route over here, which I'm now going to close off. And now, let's just test this out. This shulker box is now empty. And in fact, perhaps I should... Yeah, I'm going to put that into my regular use gold shulker box. Looks like I have a bit extra. I can put that into general use. And let's just put this take this empty shulker box and chuck it down here. There it goes. And it'll make it all the way up there. Oh, and I also did some off-camera work to improve the auto crafter. So I added a couple more observers here because these two dispensers right here and here were always lagging behind because they were based off of updates on redstone lamps rather than just these torch towers. So that was causing problems, and now they're fixed. So let's head to the mansion and get started on our actual project. So here's the actual project that's going to happen. Below this mansion, there is a gigantic slime chunk. In fact, it's best shown at the camera count. Okay, so here is the storage room in all its glory, in all its super duper laggy glory. Here's one of the super long mine shafts that I dug out while mining. And here is the slime farm. Currently it is inactive because this account is in spectator mode and I'm way up in the mansion somewhere. So, this was back in episode 14 or 15 when I moved these evokers all the way down here. And their job is to get any slimes that are in this range, and all the slimes are instinctively lured towards this iron golem. So, at which point, these Johnny named Vindicators can have a whack-a-mole thon. And so far, it works fine. But for what I'm going to do in episode 50, I'm going to need a lot more slime balls. So, I think it's time for this farm to get an upgrade. Holy smokes, this world is almost unrecognizable. So this is the world that I've been using to test out things like slime farms because I know exactly where there is a slime chunk, and also I can tailor it to the needs of this particular area. But man, this world is old. And the fact that there's even a ladder up to the giant island, there's been zero decoration revamping here. Oh my golly. This is ancient. No terraforming here. Holy smokes, I don't even have an evoker here. Wait a minute. The evoker's still over here, isn't it? Yep. Yep. Wow. Okay, so looks like this backup was taken back in, I guess back in episode 13, before I moved the Vindicators and Evokers around. So this slime chunk here is mostly unoccupied. Yeah, this was a slime farm before I dug out the area to make it a storage room, but this area has already been dug out. So I'm just going to use this place to figure out what to do with slime farms. Wish me luck. Alright, I'm about to embark on the stupidest thing I could possibly be doing. and that is trying to get these Vindicators over there into this canal and basically trap them in this pit here, where I can then later airlift them. But for now, I need a way to block them off so that they don't decide to run out of this pit once I block them off. Okay, here we go. And this is why I'm not wearing armor or anything in my inventory, because this is probably going to be a suicide mission. Here we go. Hey, Vindicators! Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. Okay. Gonna try to get the attention of both of them at once. Hey, you! Yeah, I'm talking to you. Talking to both of you, actually. Oh, okay. They're too distracted by the iron golem. Hey, you! Both of you! Oh, running. Hey, you! Yo, your nose is big and fat. Yikes! Okay. Can he go through the door? Uh-oh. I may have just caused an issue for myself. Oh, brother. And this is why this is a suicide mission. Let's just drop all these slime balls off. And now I'm gonna try to punch stone. This is not how I expected this to go. Come over here. Uh-oh. Here he comes. Okay. Just kill me. Thank you. Okay. There goes 160 levels of experience, but we have a Vindicator in. Time to get the other Vindicator. Okay. That was intense. I now have one Vindicator trapped in these doors that I was frantically placing, which I then replaced. Okay. And now... Hey, you. Yo. Dude. Hey, Big Nose. Get over here. Aw, you wimp. Wimp! Come on. Dude, I'm not even wearing any armor. Okay. Come on. Aha. I got him. Okay. So now the trick is actually trapping him. Come over here. Oh, over here. Thank you. Okay. Let's open that door. Okay, get in here. Okay. Come over here. How about you come closer? Or not. That's fine too. Here we go. You know, let's just block him off. There we go. Okay. 2 Vindicators successfully blocked off. Wonderful. Oh, that was quite exhilarating. So now all I have to do is come over here and collect these stray slime balls. Yikes, that's a lot of lag. And then prepare this slime farm to be expanded, upgraded, and just improved. Also, I gotta... Looks like I still gotta improve access here. It was rather difficult to get down here, especially with no armor. But here we are. We have 2 Vindicators right here, trapped in these 2 cells. They're showing the axes at me, showing them off. Yes, they are very nice axes. And it is a really good thing that they cannot break down doors. Okay. I'm eventually going to move them to someplace more safe than this, and more easy to access than this. But for now, that will suffice. As for all these slime balls, I'm going to move them to the bulk storage room way over there. And let's now begin rebuilding this slime farm. Alright, Iron Golem. You served me well, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to kill you because moving you to a proper Iron Golem cage is just too much of a pain. So, thank you, Iron Golem. Man, these things are invincible. There we go. Okay. Let's now clean up all the mess from the previous slime farm, and then after that, we have to dig up this entire room, raise the ceilings to Y39. And the original design, which, by the way, I am using a design from a YouTuber called Wattles, and which, by the way, link will be in the description. And the thing is, the original design calls for the bottom platform to be at y equals 10. However, I've already stretched this thing down, way down to, what is this? Pretty much bedrock layer. Yeah, layer 5. In fact, it's the one layer above bedrock layer. So, let's see. I could always break bedrock. That is not a problem, at least until 1.13. At which point I'm just gonna have to find a better way to break bedrock. But anyways, what I suppose it's just gonna add another layer, another spawning layer or two to the slime farm, which shouldn't cause too much harm. Really, the only thing that could possibly cause harm to the design and mess something up is the fact that this thing takes up, 7 chunks, which I can always dig out to 9 chunks rather than just 1. So that's another difference from the original design, but I think we'll manage. I think we'll manage just fine. And like an idiot, I have not tested this. So we'll see. We'll just see if this flops or not. Here we go. Wow, it's a lot of items. Okay. Don't need this door here. In fact, this door could better serve to be the entrance to this pit here. There we go. Okay. Let's dig this out, and maybe I should actually test the design with 9 chunks before I try to apply it everywhere. Okay, this seems to have evolved into something of my own design. So we have a pillar of iron golems stacked on top of each other, and I have a whole bunch of jack-o'-lanterns everywhere to simulate lit up platforms. I'm probably not going to use jack-o'-lanterns for the purpose. Still got my access ladder up here, and all the slimes, they all see iron golems, and they all see at least one iron golem, and they fall down the chute, and then they bump up against this cactus and drop their slime balls, which is then collected by these hoppers. So I've already collected almost a chest full of slime balls just from building this thing, and also spawning a whole bunch like this. So I spawned a whole bunch like this just mainly to test if the flushing mechanism works, and it does work. It's not the most efficient thing in the world, but it does work. So yeah, this is what we're going to build in the survival world. Let's get building. Okay, the entire slime farm area is now dug out. I'll show you that in a minute, but first, here's all the jewels and collections, plus 4 diamond ore. So, yeah, plus I also got almost 18 shulker boxes full of stone. So, yeah, stone supply is now back up and running, and I did keep those 17 some shulker boxes. I kept most of them in shulker box form because just unloading them was too much of a pain. So let me go over and first off deposit all this stuff. So this will be quite a job for the furnace array system. Will this elevator work? No, of course it won't. Come on, let me out. Okay, I'm gonna now use my fortune pick to its maximum efficiency, mine out all of this stuff. That's a lot of coal, so I'm also probably gonna have to do a lot of crafting. And I think we'll do all that in a super fast time lapse. Here we go. What a view. Man. I think the entire area of the slime farm is now fully dug out, and in the test world, in the slime farm testing world that I have an extra layer over here that's 3 blocks under this layer here. So I also have one that's directly 1 block above the floor of this room here, but I think that's unnecessary. Yeah, I think that is completely unnecessary. I've dug out enough. I had enough digging, had enough building. Let's now build, oddly enough. Let's now dig out a little bit of a chunk here in the middle of this 3-chunk area. So 3 by 3 chunks. Not all of them are slime chunks, which is kind of a waste, but that's okay. And yeah, let's then put that pillar of iron golems. The iron that I dug out from this area is gonna be quite useful. Speaking of which, how's the furnace system doing? If I can actually find it. Oh. Cool. Okay. Still got the payloads up here. Got some of the rooms that I haven't visited in a very long time. The villager breeder is working way too well. And this here, let's just sample this one furnace. Looking good. Speaking of which, how is this furnace system doing? Like, how is it? Uh-oh. Okay, so it looks like not all of the furnaces get fuel, and also not all of the furnaces actually get stuff to smelt. But I do remember I built this in a 30-minute. I built this in exactly 30 minutes. It was a 30-minute challenge episode because I was so low on time that I had to do that. I don't want to do that again, but it was a lot of fun building this super smelter. That was episode 33, so now I just gotta send this hopper minecart off and collect all the iron. So far, so good. Let's get to work on actually making this slime farm, well, workable and actually work. Because right now slimes are spawning, but they're not being filtered. That's odd. Sometimes that hopper minecart still picks up some cactus green from when I was doing the mass smelting for the 3D printing. For the 3D printer in episode 42. Quite bizarre. See, it's picking up even more cactus green. Which means that some of the furnaces still have the cactus green. And yes, I'm smelting up the gold ore. The only reason why I even mined that gold ore was because it was in the way of the slime farm. And I don't plan on decorating with ores anytime soon, so that would be a perfect time to just smelt it all up. And I have a gold farm, but that's why I ignored the rest of the gold ore. So yeah. Oh boy. This is starting to become more of a kind of a, I don't know, it's not really Wattle's design anymore, and it's also not turning into a design that's not entirely what I planned out in the test world either. It's kind of started taking a life on its own. So right now, just recently I had this idea to kill the slimes with magma blocks at the bottom of this tube. Right here. Kill those slimes with magma blocks rather than cacti. And that, which makes a lot more sense because magma blocks will kill the magma cubes much faster. It will also decrease the amount of iron I'm going to need for more iron golems. Plus, I can put in a hopper minecart system. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. Now we have a minefield of magma blocks. So now let's just dive down under here and get that last block there, because I'm greedy. Come on, let me in. Let me in. There we go. Okay, break you. Now I can break these two torches because the magma blocks soak up light. Still, an incredibly bizarre feature of these magma blocks. Okay, here we go. And now, all we have to do is basically seal off this tube and place in the iron golems. So, the iron golems are going to be sitting on glass panes because they block the least amount of view space, and also I have tons of them. After all, from that one 3D printing project, I have about 150 shulker boxes worth of these. So, yeah, I'm gonna put the iron golems precariously on these glass panes here. So I'm gonna use the same method that I used in my test world to get the iron golems onto the little tiny beams that they were. Also, I gathered a bunch of pumpkins and iron. So here's the plan. I basically just gotta put glass panes on the arms of the iron golem, or the T shape of the iron golem formation. And then from there, the iron golems won't instinctively move because there's nothing for them to attack. There's no reason for them to move. So I'm then going to block off any possible way of the iron golems actually moving. And now, because the next glass pane has to be above the head of this iron golem, I need to surround this guy with one more layer of glass panes, otherwise large slimes can jump into the cell with him and cause cause harm, which I don't want that. So here we go. That's the plan. Let's just place in iron golems all the way up this tube here. And then at that point, all we would have to do is wait for some slimes to spawn. Oh, and also actually collect the slime balls, and also I gotta hook that up to the bulk storage room. However, I'm thinking maybe I can spend an entire episode doing absolutely nothing except for gathering all the resources from all the farms that I currently have and hooking them up to the bulk storage room. That'd make for, I think, an interesting episode. Certainly a necessary one. Okay. Here we go. Let's put in the rest of these golems. Here is the final iron golem being put into place. So we're kind of jammed up against the ceiling here, but that's okay. Shouldn't be too difficult to place in the rest of these glass panes. Here we go. Now all we need is the pumpkin. What? Okay. I guess it's not going to let me spawn the golem. Maybe these corner blocks need to be broken? I bet that's what's... Uh-oh. No. Okay. Hold on, buddy. Trying to save you here. What are you suffocating on? Oops. Uh-oh. There we go. Phew. Saved. Now let's just seal you in. Sorry, buddy. Hopefully you don't get hurt by any slimes. You shouldn't. And there we go. So, a slime will be able to see any golem in this tower here. Or they should be able to. Here we go. And also should not have, and also would have access, will attempt to jump towards the golems because they'll think they'll have easy jumping access point. However, the large slimes are not going to be able to fit into these spaces between the glass panes. The medium slimes are not powerful enough to jump over this gap here, and even if they did, these iron golems will very quickly kill them. And the baby slimes are definitely not powerful enough. Okay. Sweet. This now works. And it is now, technically speaking, a functional slime farm. The only thing I now need to put in here is something to collect all the slime balls from this farm, and then also unload all the slime balls. Plus, I need to put in I'd like to put something in here so that slimes don't just instinctively spawn here, because they're still going to spawn in this area right here, even though I didn't turn it directly into a slime farm. The slimes will still spawn here. So what I'm wondering is, what should I do about that area? I don't really have too many ideas. So perhaps you guys can suggest it in the comment section. So for now, I'm going to use up a bunch of glass panes and just basically seal off this tube here so that no rogue slimes can just jump right off the magma blocks and then start hopping around in here. There have been a few slimes spawning in the platforms above as I was building this, but not very many. I wonder why that is. Probably because I haven't lit up any of the caves around here. Still, it produces far more slime balls. It's already produced far more slime balls than the old slime farm has in the course of several weeks. And this farm overtook that rate in the course of about 2 days worth of really not even AFK. So that's pretty awesome. And now we can seal this place off and begin, and then it will be a slime farm with all the slimes sealed off. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we are now ready to place in the hopper minecart for this thing to finally be activated. So first things first, I have to get access to the underneath portion of this magma block section. So let's see, just gotta place some rails like this, and switch back, and switch back. This is how I do it if I already have the magma block platform in. It's really the best and also pretty much the only way to do it. Okay. Let's also do this. There we go. Why was there so much lag there? That's weird. Okay. So might as well power these powered rails while I'm at it. That is weird. Any items that I pick up seem to go upwards. Look. It's like it sees that my head is in the magma blocks, and the items go towards the head. In fact, hold on. Yeah, my head is in the magma blocks, even though I am technically flying with my elytra. And also, it's not taking elytra durability. Weird. Okay, so weird mechanics aside, why did those rails just connect? Why did these rails just decide to connect? You go there. What in the world? Okay. Curve this way. There we go. Now you, curve this way. Thank you. Wow. I don't think I've had that much trouble placing rails before. Really complicated for some reason. But okay. Let's finish up with this minecart track and not accidentally get stuck in one of these holes. Here we go. Just need another redstone block here. And it looks like I misplaced the hopper minecart system. Although I can just, whoops. Okay, looks like I'm being pulled towards that side. Here's an idea. Perhaps, I was thinking maybe I could still have the hopper minecart come out this way. Although, now that I think about it, that'd just be dumb. So I'll just have the hopper minecart come out this way. There we go. And now let's just block this off because it's unnecessary. And now open up this access point. Ta-da! Okay. So yes, I already placed a scaffold in here and also placed a hopper, but that's fine. It's really not directional. The hopper minecart is really not directional at all. Here we go. So now all we gotta do is pillar up a little bit and place a hopper right here. And now all we gotta do is place in a hopper minecart unloader, which I did a couple times last episode as well. So I can do it pretty quickly now, I think. I hope. Just need one of those. I don't need 60 comparators. I only need one. There we go. Radio. Once again, Impulse SV's design for a hopper minecart unloader, which just happens to be tileable, except I'm not using that aspect of it, which is alright. Okay. And let's place a block on top of that torch. Need a repeater right there. And ta-da. So, There we go. Oh no. Oh dear. I hope it'll make it up this hill. Not too sure about that. Okay. Let's get a hopper minecart in here. Oops. The bulk storage room is right over there, so let me just grab a minecart and we can test this thing out. Okay, so here's the test. I dropped 32 cacti on those magma blocks over there. So this should pick up those cacti. And then come back and then come right back and start and just unload its items. Of course, I need this to actually bounce back once the minecart is empty. So let's just do that. Here we go. And I should get back 32 cacti in this hopper. There we go. Looking good. Okay, do I have 32 cacti? I do. Sweet. Okay, this thing works. And now it is a fully functional slime farm. All I have to do now is AFK at it, and now I have the resources. Now with this slime farm, I can finally build up enough resources for episode 50. Okay, that will do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please let me know. I will see you next Saturday. Bye!